So what did everyone else name their rival? I went with Nomura, but after finishing the game I realised that was an obvious mistake. My rival Nomura gets way more done in a way shorter time than the real Tetsuya Nomura. I figure there is no point doing a review this late after launch. I doubt I could add anything major to the hundreds of other reviews already available, and most of you have probably already got the game, or decided against it. So rather than doing a review, I thought I'd talk about the 3 things in Pokemon Let's Go that I liked the most, and by extension want to see in future Pokemon games. I think the best change in Pokemon Let's Go by far was having wild Pokemon roaming the world. Not only did it massively reduce player frustration, it more importantly made Kanto feel alive. Gone are the days of fleeing from 250 Zubat encounters just to get through a cave. Gone are the days of running up and down in that grass patch trying to get a 15% chance encounter with an Abra. I never thought about this before playing Pokemon Let's Go, but looking back has made me realize that most of my frustration with Pokemon came from random encounters. It's not just knowing which Pokemon you're going to encounter that's awesome, it's also the fact that you can now skip encounters entirely. Replaying older generation games like Blue and Gold are fun, right up until you get to one of those awful cave sections or equally awful dungeons filled with the same crappy Pokemon. I don't think I've ever finished replaying a Pokemon game from start to finish because I get to one of the tedious bits and never turn it back on, but that will never be a problem in Pokemon Let's Go. Combine Pokemon freely roaming the world with my next point and it really brings the game to life. From a graphics perspective, Pokemon has never looked better, but that alone wouldn't be anywhere near enough to make Kanto feel as fresh as it does in Let's Go. The new wild Pokemon mechanics from my first point go a long way, but the addition of really well done cutscenes was like icing on a cake. There aren't that many of them and they aren't that long, but they make things like encounters with a legendary Pokemon feel extra special, and they really give extra punch to the story. The Cubone and Marowak storyline had so much more weight in Let's Go, and it was all down to the cutscene it concluded with. Pikachu and Eevee were also given an extra dimension in Let's Go. They started to feel like actual characters rather than just tools or weapons, and almost all of that came down to their proper voice acting. I love the old rudimentary Pokemon cries. They have plenty of charm and they induce a ton of nostalgia, but after hearing Pikachu say Pikachu! And Eevee emerge from its Pokeball with a I can't help but want all the Pokemon to be like this. Keep the old Pokemon cries in the Pokedex or something like that as an Easter egg, but for the next Pokemon game, all the Pokemon should have real voices. For a game series that at least used to have the tagline of "Gotta catch 'em all," it has almost never made it a very achievable goal. Everything from region-exclusive special events for certain legendary Pokemon to requiring trades from other versions to locking evolutions behind trading altogether. There have always been ways, sometimes glitches or exploits, other times by trading online, but completing the Pokedex has never felt more attainable in Pokemon Let's Go thanks to its integration with Pokemon Go. You can complete the Pokedex all on your own. You don't need to bug your friends to trade or hope the right Pokemon is on the global trade network. You don't need to break the game to get your hands on an exclusive legendary or buy 2 copies of the game and 2 consoles to trade the version exclusives to yourself. All you need to do is play Pokemon Go. Even trade exclusive evolutions like Machamp and Gengar can simply be transferred from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Let's Go. I'm completely on the fence about the other Pokemon Go aspects in Pokemon Let's Go, like the catching mechanic, but I'd love to see the Go Park integration included in future Pokemon titles. Giving more people the opportunity to actually catch 'em all is nothing but a good thing. But what was your favourite change or addition in Pokemon Let's Go? One of my 3 or something I didn't talk about? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for liking, subscribing and sharing, and I'll see you all soon.